Hi, I'm Avery Baker, and basically what you're about to see is a video from athletes of the track team and videos from athletes of the football team. They're basically interviews, and what they're doing is they're expressing their feelings on how they feel about not being able to practice and compete on campus, and how that affects the sense of community that Briar Cliff has, and how it affects the way their team can perform. And so this is our plea to the administration and to donors that, hey, we need our own facilities too, and we can bring in just as much money as any other athletic team.
I think if there's a track on campus, we get a lot more athletes. Our team's really small, so having a track on campus would definitely attract more people to come here, and I think Briar Cliff would bring in a lot more money that way.
Yes, I do. I believe a lot of other teams are at an advantage academically when they're in sports because they can just finish practice and then head up to the dorm. It's pretty easy. Whereas we have to travel a few miles to get to our facility to run, especially in the winter. We have to go to the dome, which is on the other side of the city, which can be particularly stressful during those winter times, and it messes up our time management because sometimes, depending on the weather, we don't know when we're going to get back. So some days we'll be back on time, some days we'll be back an hour later than we planned on being, so it definitely affects us academically in a way, I think.
I don't think it's as stressful as it is non-convenient to have to go to travel to practice is kind of annoying, I would say, and it's not necessarily efficient because we have to plan around being at a different place rather than here.
I think it is very stressful because there's so much going on at once, and you have to make sure if you don't miss the bus, and if you do miss the bus, you got to find out how to get there, and there's if you forget something, it's very stressful. So yes. I think it definitely deters a lot of recruits for sure, because it's oh, I don't have a place to call home, I guess, or to practice, so you can't get the feel of things because you're always moving and stuff.
I just think overall it doesn't make our football program look as stable as it possibly could. It's kind of just not having a place to call your own. It hasn't really affected me. I don't have that much homework to start off with, but people that are taking 16 and 17 credits and trying to play football, it definitely would affect their study time.
For sure, it definitely does, because just spending, I want to say, just traveling, whether it's to a game, you spend 45 minutes just going there and 45 minutes back, when if you were at your home campus, then it'd be completely fine.